Hi, I'm Rashmi from Just Tutors, and today we are going to learn about atom and molecule. Under this lesson we have three subtopics to complete. First is law of chemical combination, then atom, and at the end we will be reading about atomic mass. Going further, we have a little pre-assessment for you. Make sure you complete all the questions before moving further. If you do all these questions, you would have a better understanding about further topic. Moving on, the first topic we have here is about matter. Anything that occupies a space and has mass is known as matter. It can be solid, liquid or gas. So anything around us is termed as matter. For example, the computer or laptop on which you are watching this video is a matter. So there are plenty of things around us and they have their different properties. So on some common properties, scientists divided matter into three categories and they termed as solid, liquid, gas. Moving further, this slide talks about law of conservation of mass. According to this law, the mass of any chemical substance or any substance remain unchanged during a chemical reaction, or you can say it can neither be created nor be destroyed during a chemical process. So this is all about law of conservation of mass. Proceeding further, this slide talks about law of constant proportion. You can notice that there are two molecules of hydrogen and 32, or you can say two molecules of oxygen. It has 4 elements and it has 32, and when you simplify their ratio it will become as 1:8. So in water, ratio of mass of oxygen and hydrogen will remain as 8:1. And here we are saying hydrogen to oxygen, that's why we wrote the ratio as 1:8. Moving further, this slide talks about atom. Atom are the smallest particle you can imagine of. An atom doesn't have defined boundary. During a chemical reaction, atom remain unchanged. Again, this is similar to the law of conservation of mass, that during a chemical process, atom remain unchanged. Atom have nucleus at the center and electrons revolve around the nucleus. So these are the electrons that are revolving in the orbit of any element. Other than electron, we have proton and neutron within the nucleus of any atom. Proceeding further, and this slide talks more about atom, that when they join together they makes element. Each of these elements have their unique symbol. Here in this picture you can see two elements of hydrogen and one element of oxygen make one molecule of water, or you can say H2O, that represent water. These elements have got their symbol from the place they are originated. If there are more than two letters in any element, then the first letter is capital and second is smaller. So you have to keep in mind while writing any molecule, if there are two different elements, your first letter will be in capital and second will be in smaller. I can show you by writing the molecule of water. It says H2O. So this is the way of writing here. Proceeding further, on this slide talks about atomic symbols list. So there are different elements in the left hand side and they have their symbols in the right hand side. For example, the potassium represent as capital A, silver represent as capital A and G, and so on. Make sure you memorize as much as you can, because whenever you are writing the molecule or the element, you will be using symbols, not the word. Proceeding further, this slide talks about atomic masses. That's a really important topic. Atomic masses is the characteristic of any particle. Mass of a single particle is termed as atomic mass. The unit that is used for the measuring atomic mass is atomic mass unit, or in short it says AMU. AMU is equal to 1/12 the mass of one atom of carbon. So it's 1/12 of the mass of one atom of carbon. We have one example to get a good idea about atomic masses. We have a picture of an element He, which is called helium. It has the 2 atomic number, and in the periodic table it comes up as in the second place, so the atomic number is 2 and the symbol is He, and the atomic mass is 4.003, and insignificant you can say just 4. Proceeding further, and this slide talks about the different elements with their relative atomic masses. That's all in most of them are in whole number, and next column talks about gram atomic mass, or the atomic masses in gram, or the last column talks about the atomic masses in unit. So again, I would request you to memorize as much as you can about the atomic masses of the different element. The next slide we have with a little exercise on the topic we have covered. Make sure you complete all these questions, and if you find any difficulty while completing these answers, you can get back to the video and listen the topic one more time and then try to complete these questions. Thank you for watching this video. For more, please visit justtutors.com.